beautifuls, welcome back to another one of my videos. As you can see, we've got Handria out. Now I had Handria out last night and I thought I'm going to do a builder gel video, and yeah, so I had that all planned, but then my postman came with this. Ta-da! Right, so I knew that they were sending me the water drop kit. So thank you so much, Vettsy. But those extras in there, I was so excited. So this is, yeah, I did peek. Sorry. The Raindrop Gel. So there is ingredients. I think they're going to be both the same, aren't they? Yeah. So I knew this was coming. I wasn't expecting the rest. But wait till you see. This is why I think it was fate that Handria got brought out. So that's step 2. Oops. And this is step 1. Now, I mean, you all know I have got another brand, so it's going to be nice to see if they're the same, different, or any better or whatever. So Vettsy's all Hema free, 10ml bottles. It's got all of the details on the back of the bottles. I've had quite a few Vettsy products and I have to say I do really like them. I do quite like them. So we're going to be giving that a go. And so if I just leave them there. But we also got some gummy 3D art gel. So this is Hema and TPO free. So I've had a look on the website. This, where's my little, there it is. Oh, why doesn't anything want to come out when you need it to? Oh my God. So from what I was reading, so this is for a gummy gel engineered with clear crystal, with a crystal clear and medium viscosity texture. So you're going to be able to put like glitter pieces in here and things like that. Okay. Right, so put that in there. So, oh, so it's just like your sort of, there's a bubble. Pop. Oh, it is a little, it has got a little bit of a sticky layer because it doesn't say non-stick actually on the listing. So that's got a texture like melted gummy candy, incredibly soft and highly elastic, yet non-leveling, and it holds its intricate shape perfectly without running or flooding your cuticles. And get that cardboard out. So we're going to be using that. I always take the cardboard bit out of the top of the lids as well, because if your gel gets stuck to there, trust me, it's a lot easier to get it off there than it is the sodden cardboard thing. And it does me head in. Then we also got one of these. Now I've seen these and I was looking at them and I was thinking, should I? But if I've got this one, I know I'm gonna really like it. So these say, they have the mashed potato effect. So these are going to be like a clay sort of texture. Is that the... And that if they are, if that's what I'm thinking it means, they are really nice to work with. Yeah, it is. They're so vibrant as well, and you can get some really gorgeous details, and you can just use that straight into your mold. Come on, off. Thank you. So you get a good amount in there. It's a really nice colour. So 5 gram and that's totally non-stick, and they are easy to, and it doesn't self-level, this stuff as well. So you know when you are trying to make some like really pretty details in 3D work, and then it sort of like smooths itself out, it's really irritating, to be honest, and these don't, so that's really good. So this is the colour red. Now there are 12 colours you can get, or obviously you can get them individually, and that's just in clear, because that will be sort of like, you could do all sorts with that. You could mix in pigments and everything with that. But oh no, that is not just it. We also have one of their new stamping plates. So they've brought out 12 new stamping plates. Basically, is it 12? But there's like for every season. So you've got all your Halloween, you've got your summer, you've got your Christmas. But look how cool this is. Not only does it come in its own little plastic wallet, but that is just fab, isn't it, for summer. That has got like all sorts on it. I nearly ordered a stamping plate just for stuff like that, you know, for like silhouette type nails, and they come with a little cheat sheet too, so you can use that over the nail because they're transparent. And you get a little scraper card. Yeah, it's like part flexible. I like those ones. And so you can take out your cheat sheet and you can just hold it so you can see how it's going to fit, how it's going to look before doing the design. So we're definitely going to be giving that a go. It's the first Vettsy stamping plate I've got, and they have the backing, which is fabulous. So with stamping from Vettsy, you can also, with the Lux gel paint, I think it is, you can stamp with these. I love these for ombreing, and you can paint, but I'm sure you can stamp with that. So I'll keep that out. We might give that a go. And then, to my massive surprise, I got this gorgeous little bag. How cute is that? And inside we have a little one of these, which I use to cut open me little tubs, and then it's got a little spatula, cuticle pusher. I generally don't like these for cutting cuticles because they can be quite sharp and you can take off more than what's necessary, but if you know what you're doing, obviously that's a really handy tool because you've got the pusher and the cutter in one. And then in the little bag we've got one of their new builder gels. So we've got Cover Peach. So these are all Hema free, TPO free. It's a 30-gram tub. There's 6 colours. One obviously is clear. That you can get, and I am really interested to see what this is going to be like. And Cover Peach. Peach is very good for, let me just get rid of this. Oh, there goes my light. Totally trashing the place. They're really nice pots, them. And I like that they've got it on the top as well. So if you've got them in your drawer, you can see. Andrea's just taking up too much space, isn't she? So let's have a look. At this. I'm going to chop half off. Ooh, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, that's really, really nice. I haven't had a reaction to gel or acrylic, you know, while I've been using it for a while now. And I mean, I know obviously I wear gloves, but there are times where I do sit there and I don't. And I am debating on whether to try something on my natural nails, and I might just give this a go. And I might do it like on one finger or something like that. But that is such a pretty colour, and that just looks like, oh, it's so smooth. So this is a builder gel, but it says it can also be used, you know, for like really long, if you want to go long nails. Because sometimes with builder gels I wouldn't recommend going too long, which is one thing I was going to go over in my builder gel video. That would probably be, in general, the length I would say, maximum length, because builder gel, although isn't necessarily incredibly soft, it's not acrylic, it is actually classed as a soft gel. Obviously hard gel is hard gel, that's different. Oh, it's so hard to explain. Hard gel is probably the next strongest to acrylic, but when you come to builder gels, it's different. So let me just, while we are here, so that's them. See what it says about removal. So it's 100% Hema and TPO free, rock solid strength, quick self-leveling. I can see that because you can see it's got some like movement to it. Low heat, so it's not going to, like, you know, when you get that heat spike when you put it in the lamp, because builder gels are applied a lot thicker, they are more likely to cause a heat spike. So let me just, my fingers feel sticky. So you get crystal clear, vanilla cream, skin tint, ballet pink, cover peach and dusky rose. Okay, so it's not builder, it's hard gel. This is a true hard gel for ultimate durability. It cannot be soaked off with acetone. It's a file-off product. So I wish they'd just put that, because hard gel and builder gel are two different things. And there are sometimes, you know, when you think, I mean, I fell for it sometimes with products with clients, because I've used it thinking, because it says on it it's a builder gel, and then when it comes to soaking it off, it doesn't bloody come off. So anyway, rant over. Okay guys, right, so you would have seen the unboxing part, and with me saying that I was going to use Handria, which I did use Handria, but everything just went crazy wrong because repair guy came, and then I was doing stuff and I was forgetting to press record. Anyway, that's what Handria ended up with, but you can't see half the stuff. So we're going to play and we're going to do some bits. So these have been base coated, and I've used the Pure Glow base coat. This is one of the thicker viscosity base coats that they have. They do have the regular as well. And I'm going to do a tip with this cover peach, because you really need to see this. It is absolutely brilliant. It's gorgeous and it works so nicely. So again, this is a hard gel, but it's really, really nice to work with, and it self-levels beautifully as well. So you go on with a nice thin coat. Obviously I'm doing this on a tip, so you do this and you get it to as close as you can to the cuticle, because when you move on to the next stage, it'll cling without you getting too close. So we need a nice thin coat like that. That's your slip layer, and you don't cure it. Get a nice big bead. Come on, get off. And then we're just going to place it down just a little bit shy of where the cuticle would be, and we are just going to slowly push it up and work it down. Now don't worry if you need to put more on. I think sometimes you have a bit more control when you need more, if that makes sense. Otherwise it could just start flooding everywhere. So we have that bit there, going for another bit, and then I'm just going to join onto here, and then the gel will just sort of like mold into it. So when we get down to where the free edge would be, obviously we want this part to be a bit thinner, because this is a long nail. I'm going to get another bit. I'm just going to join it back up here. And we don't want it to sort of bulk to the sides, so I'm going to bring it down just in that middle part there. And then get a clean liner brush, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? And then now I come in with my liner brush and I just pull it down to where you want it. Now this builder gel is really nice to file. All I used was a 240 grit to do the free edge and the side walls, and just one of your normal white block buffers, because it just levels out so nicely. And look at that colour, absolutely stunning. So hold it upside down. I was in shot, it'd help. And then just use the tip of your brush if you need to, very lightly touching into the gel, and you can sort of influence it to go where you want it to, so you get that nice curve. Just look at how nicely that self-levels. So if you was working on hands, like on a person or yourself, you could flash that for say 20 seconds, move on to your next nail, and then fully cure them all together. I'm just going to stick that straight into the lamp. And I'll give that 60 seconds. So that was the builder gel. Love it. Like I say, I'm definitely debating having a go on my own. So that's a hard gel, which you can't soak off. So that's a file off product only. Then what a nice so because we've got this gorgeous red, I'm going to use Paradise, which is one of the gel colours from Vettsy. Absolutely beautiful this is. And just look at that for one coat. Look at that. So give that 60 seconds. And here's the builder gel out of the lamp. And look how smooth that's gone. That just did all the work for you. And it's super shiny, and that is an absolutely gorgeous colour. So they've got, like I say, they've got 6 colours. And one of which is a clear. The dusty pink, or dusty rose I think it was called. Sounds like it'd be quite nice. So just taking off the tacky layer, and then I'm just going to go over that with a little buffer. I don't even think it needs it, to be fair, but it's a hard gel, so for whatever I'm putting on top now, we do need that sort of rough sticky surface somehow. But I'm going to buff it, and then I'll probably base coat it. And in the middle of this, when it comes out of the lamp, so I've got this Cushion Ombre Art Gel palette. It's a daily basic one. So this has got your black and white, it's got the nudes, and it's also got a really deep red. But I'm gonna get my little ombre tool. Take the white up a little bit. Hardly using any pressure at all. Don't want to go too crazy with it. And now I'm just going to clean one so we can blend up this top bit. So give that, actually, because we're only using thin coats, aren't we? So I just zap it with me flash lamp. And then I think I'm going to get a silicone mould and see what we can do. So there's that. And then I'm just going to get a little bit more white, and then I'm not going to go up as far with the ombre. So that's ready to go, and I'm going to use this from the Fruit Glaze FG01. These are fab because you can take away the magnetic particles, and it just gives you a really nice deep jelly. I'm hoping, because it's lighter at the bottom, where is my magnet? There we are. So push down. I think I've just touched the nail. Did I? We've got that magnetic flash down here. I have got it on a magnetic stand, which doesn't help in the slightest. Just hoping that white was going to make the flash stand out more. But I'm going to go with that. Or shall I? Do this. So bring that all up. that. That's cool. Right, that in the lamp. Lid on that so we don't knock it. Right, so this is Tequila Sunrise TSO2. I'm going to do this over the builder gel nail that we did. But if you put this over a darker colour, you get a whole different effect from it. You get more of the purple and the silver flash. But it's also really pretty when you put it over light colours like this. It's really subtle, but it's so pretty. Oh. Okay, so there's our red. So on this, I'm going to use the Raindrop Gel. So we've got step 1. So put a coat of this on and cure for 60 seconds. So this is definitely going to be some form of top coat, I suppose, because once we get the water drop effect with the second coat, which pulls into droplet forms, we don't put another top coat over. So let me just put that one in. Take that one out. And then for this one, I'm going to use the stamping plate, but I want to use some chromes as well. So I'm going to use the She Modern Chrome Semi Gel and the non-stick matte. I'm going to take off that tacky layer. And then I'm going to use this matte top coat. Because we don't want chrome sticking in other places. I'll just give that a second to level out. That in for 60. Right, okay, so now we need step 2. So I just pulled it like that. How freaking cool is that? That was so fast. And then if you wanted to, you could just add a couple more drops and they pull into the perfect shape. If you wanted bigger drops, you can put a thicker coat on. But how cool is that? So as soon as you get your desired effect, put it in the lamp. So that's the Raindrop Gel. That's fab. Oh, look at that, Matt. Okay. Where did I put? There it is. So this plate is really cute because it's got so many different little images on there. I would have had it the right way around. To do any type of summer nail. I mean, you've even got fireworks on there. You could do underwater nails. You've got the silhouettes. Here we are. Right, where have I put the scraper? Scraper. Stamper. This clean off. So I'm just going to choose like random little images to put on. So what I'll do is I'll speed this bit up. The She Modern that I'm using, I'll stamp it on and then it needs to be cured. So I'll be, like I say, I'll speed the stamping bit up. Right, there we go, so that's cured. It's a really nice stamping plate. And like I say, it's got loads of little cute summer pictures on there. It's not just all beach. And the scraper's really nice to work with too. Plus, when you're cleaning it, even though it's really good pick up, you know, with all the fine lines and everything, it's not one that grips onto your lint-free pad when you're cleaning it. Right, so these are some chromes from Vettsy. We've got a pink, a green, this gorgeous blue, and this gold. And you get loads in there. Okay, so I'm just going to use a little bit from the lid, I think. And we're just going to do some bits here, there, and everywhere. Some green. And some blue. Maybe not that much blue. Look at that. What's going on? And I'm just going to put some gold on the other bits. Just rub it all over so we don't miss any other bits out. Okay, put the lids on these before I knock them because you know it's coming. I got these in one of their monthly like round the world boxes that they sent me, but you can buy these individually. And like I say, they are really nice to go on, and you do get loads in there. So just brush off any excess bits, and then just going to go over one of these little sponges and just shine it up and make sure there's no excess about. And there we go. How cool is that? Right, so I'm just going to give that a coat of base coat to seal it in before the top coat because I don't want chrome in my top coat. And then that one is done. I really like that stamping plate. I don't have many like summery ones, so I made up. And like I said, they bought out new ones for all the seasons. You can buy the whole collection or you can buy them individually, but I'll link them in the description box. So there's that one. Right then, so we need a nice, let me get rid of this chrome, let me just tidy this up. Okay, so next nail I'm going to use Stranger, which is a really nice jelly nude. It's more of a cool tone jelly nude, this one. It's really pretty. I think jelly nudes give that sort of salon look, especially with press-ons. I love jelly nude polishes. So there's that. I'm only going to do one coat of that because it does go quite opaque with the two. And there's that one all top coated. So cute. And so I've got, now this said perfect for squishing in molds and things, so let's see if we can get it in this little teeny tiny. So take off the tacky layer, and then we're going to use Paradise. To do a nice red French. There's definitely just one coat, that isn't it? It's fab. I'm going to get my clean up brush with a little bit of acetone. And then just clean up that smile line. Annoying. So there's that. I like it. I wonder if the white's as good as that. That'd be amazing. Right, okay, so that's that cured, and I've got this mould now. Obviously there's not loads of detail, so this one should be easy to just push it in. Make sure it's not going over the edges. So you get 12 colours in this. So you get your black and your white, earthy tones and neons, it says. So that'll be a good little set to have. Okay, so shall I do another one while I'm here? going to be too much for that one. Let's try this. Okay, so fingers crossed. Put it in the lamp. I'll do 60 seconds one side and then 60 seconds the other. And see what happens. Oh god, that stuck to my chair. So there's a lot of pigment in that because it even comes off on your silicone tool. Okay, right. I'm going to give this one a coat of, just going to give this one a coat of black and then cure it. I'll be right back. Right, let's take these out and see what they are like. So cute. Yeah, that one didn't go as smoothly. That was probably me because I didn't like put it into a smooth ball when I put it in, but that one's perfect. How cute is that? So it was quite easy to work with. So some rhinestone glue. Put that there. Come here. Would help if it was in the middle, wouldn't it? Right, put that in for a cure. Okay, so over this, I am going to do Galaxy Shine. Look at these. Okay. So, just look at that. Just going to do one coat of this Galaxy Shine. Honestly, if you've never seen their cat eyes, I've had a few sets and they are all amazing. I think the Galaxy Shine's definitely got to be one of my favourites. Look at that. So I'm going to do the trick with the magnet if I can. So we get that like funky Milky Way type look. And then put that in the lamp. So that one's ready for top coat. While that is in the lamp, I'm going to get this. 1 second. Okay, so I've got this. This is like my most favourite glitter in the world, Spellbound from Sparkle Supplies. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. Right, so I'm going to get a ball of this. Put the lid on. So I want one biggish one and one that's a bit smaller. Maybe I should do that after, just do it all in one go. Yeah. Put it in the glitter. Mix all of them pieces in. Let's get them all. Right, so that's all mixed into that gummy gel. Look at that. So now I'm going to do one bigger, one smaller. And put the lid on my glitter. On my glitter. Heart literally skipped a beat then. And I want one there. And one there. And then I'm going to give them, I'll give them a double cure actually because I'm having the glitter in. So I'll give 2 times 60 seconds. This one. I'm going to go over with this. This is another one from the Fruit Glaze collection. I take away the magnetized particles. Where's my little thing gone? So we've got a nice jelly. And then I'll give that 60 seconds and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use this holographic chrome so it's clear. I don't think I've ever actually used this. But I'm just going to apply that into that sort of like tacky layer. Oh, that's really cool. Hopefully you can see that. It's really cool. Okay, so I'm going to seal that in with my chrome base coat that I use, and then I'll give that a cure and be right back. Okay, so now I've got the Cotton Candy Cushion Ombre palette, and this one's all your pastel colours. So I'm going to use some of this green. these are quite light. Oh, maybe it's not sticking because of that base coat. Maybe wipe off that tacky layer. Like that. Right, give that a cure. And then while that's curing, I get my palette. I'm going to get some more of this fruit glaze. And me wonky donkey liner. Just going to pull that through. Just going to make some like leaf veins. Like that. Obviously I don't want to bring up any zhuzh of it. But then again, let's see what it's like. Let's see. It's not that much. Don't think there's enough to bring any up. No, so I'm going to give that a full cure and be right back. Okay. Back to the gummy gel. Absolutely brilliant stuff. So I'm going to just flash that so we can move. Right, and then I'm going to find my lamp. Hopefully it's not like a caterpillar at some point, but we'll see. Right, so I'm going to use some of this Stranger to paint him. So if anything, this colour will give us the opacity to like put something else on top. Okay, hold my breath all the way through that link. So I'm going to give that 60 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to use some of the red, which is called Paradise. Okay, was that well? Right, now time for the Raindrop Gel. So again with step 1, and I'm going to go over with the so-called caterpillar, maybe more worm. He's got his head stuck in the leaf, that's why he doesn't look like he's got a head. Never done a caterpillar before in my life. But now I have. So I'm going to give that 60 seconds in the lamp, and I'll do the raindrop step 2, and then we'll come back and have a look at everything. So see you in a sec. Okay, so we finally got there in the end. So here's all the nails today, showing the products that I was sent. Really do appreciate it, thank you. That was an amazing box, and I love everything in it. Not just saying that because they sent it me as PR and I'm promoting it, but I've tried it and I'm really impressed. I'm quite new to Vettsy, but I haven't got a bad thing to say about them at all. So the Raindrop gel is fab, works really quick. So that was on that red cat eye from Fruit Glaze. So if you do a thinner coat, you can get smaller drops like that. I did a bit more of a thicker coat on the leaf, so we got some bigger drops. You can't see the raindrop on Handria when I did it, which is why I ended up giving up, I think. So that was step 1 and step 2. They're both 10ml bottles. Brilliant. Hema free, TPO free. So they will be linked in the description box. So I also got one of her new builder gels, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So it's a hard gel, so it's not soak off. This one is called Cover Peach, and that is an absolutely gorgeous colour. Again, Hema and TPO free. Absolutely stunning pots. So the 30g pots, and they've got the little colour on the top for when you've got the mini drawers. They're really pretty, they're really classy, they'd look lovely in a salon. There's 6 colours, one of which is clear, so you've got 1 clear, 5 colours. That self-levelled, absolutely amazing, and that is the background there. So that is an absolutely, I think if you had, I'd get that and a clear, because I think that one would just be perfect. It's going to go with French, it's going to go with ombres, it's going to go behind all the colours, even just on its own. Can't fault that. Self-levelled, amazing. It was really easy to file, it was really easy to work with. Some hard gels can be quite thick, but that one was really nice. Then I've also got the 3D Sculpting gel in red. So there are 12 colours. So you get your black, your white, I think it said earthy tones and neons. So you get a good range of colours. I've got the red. It's described as the mashed potato texture, and yeah, definitely. So when I made it in the mould with these, I mean, they've come out lovely. When I used it on this one, when I was sculpting the flower while it was on the nail, I will say it was a little bit crumbly, whereas, you know, with like the other types of gels you can sort of stretch and push them out, but it was a little bit crumbly. But in the mold, absolutely fine. Really opaque as well, and yeah, just doesn't stick. So you get 5 grams in each of those. And the Gummy 3D art gel, so this is clear, super clear, and I've used quite a bit and there's still loads in there. I've done quite a few things with it. So it's a 15g tub. So where are we? This one I mixed in glitters into it. and chrome for the rings. I just think that's really cool. And I used it in the mould, silicone mould, to make this shell. And yeah, that came out absolutely fine. It's picked up all the details and everything. And I also used it to go over the top of this flower, and it was really nice to work with in sculpting that way as well. And we also used it for the crazy caterpillar. We'll say no more. And then this fabulous stamping plate. I wasn't expecting, I literally thought, because she said, you know, I'll send you the Raindrop Gel. So that's all I was expecting, just them. And I got all these goodies in there as well. So this plate is VT012, and they've just released a whole new collection of stamping plates. And it's just perfect for summer. So they cover all seasons, celebrations and things like that. And that is just a plate full of everything summer related. And that is really cute. I really like that. And you get, it comes in that little wallet. You get your scraper, which is actually a nice scraper. And there are all the little pictures there off the plate. So we've made a nice fun summer nail, and those chromes as well. So if you are looking for some chromes, they are really good. Like I say, you do get loads in there. And obviously I got my little bag that my builder gel came in, which I'll find some use for, and my little cuticle tool. Right, so there we go. That is everything that I was sent today. I will link everything in the description box. Plus I have a 20% discount code as well, TPP20. So that will get you 20% off across the site, but obviously if things are already reduced or mystery boxes or anything like that, I don't think it will work on there. But if you was to buy, you know, like these or these or whatever, they will all be included. But yeah, so let me know down below if you're going to grab anything. Have you tried it? What do you think? But yeah, I love that. I mean, my nails are a bit tired now. They're a bit grown out, but you know, this is another one that I've had, and I love this effect, and that has stayed on. So these raindrop things are just amazing. And if you're looking for the really good Hema TPO free builder gel, it's hard gel, remember that. These, definitely recommend these. So fabulous. So thank you very much, Vettsy. I really do appreciate it. That was a lovely surprise with all the little extras in there. And yeah, I really like them. Definitely recommend. And to be honest, really, I'd still say affordable. Everything is Hema TPO free. You know, they have, I mean, even these, go and check out the video of these where I got them. They're just fabulous with the ombre, the little sponges, the mesh thing in there. They have so many stuff, and you've seen the cat eyes in action, and honestly, I know I'm obsessed with cat eyes. I love all cat eyes. I don't think there's any I don't like. But yeah, so thank you if you made it this far. Don't forget to give me a like, comment and subscribe. And if you're not subscribed, you know, and you're watching and you've got this far, then just click the subscribe button, even the notification bell, just in case I pop up with another video so you don't miss it. I do 3 videos at least a week. If I've got extras, I will throw up the extras, but I do a video every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. Goodness me, nearly forgot then. But yeah, so check out the description box. You'll find all the links, all the codes and all the information of all the goodies. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.